Depending on where you live, you may have noticed cars in your gym's parking lot. Since President Trump unveiled the guidelines for opening up America again, states are working to apply the three-phased approach to their unique circumstances. Now, we're not going to get into the details for each state individually, but I'll leave a link to a great article that provides that information specific to where you live. Generally speaking, however, phase 1 reopening is allowed when a downward trajectory of flu-like and COVID-like illnesses, as well as documented COVID cases, are reported within a 2-week period. Let's take a quick walk through each stage as it applies to you and your gym. Phase 1. Vulnerable people, including those over 65 years of age or people with underlying health conditions, including high blood pressure, lung disease, diabetes, asthma, and immunodeficiency disorders, should continue to shelter in place. Now, if you live with someone who falls in this category, remember, you can still bring the virus back home, so use your judgment by staying home or isolating from vulnerable residents. Now, in public, social distancing remains in force and gatherings of more than 10 people are discouraged unless intensive precautionary measures are observed. For the gym, this comes in the form of strict physical distancing and sanitation. Phase 2. Once the same 2-week decline in illnesses is reached, Phase 2 can begin. While very similar to Phase 1 in terms of social distancing, strict sanitation, and special consideration for vulnerable individuals, gatherings increase to up to 50 people before intense precautionary measures are advised. Phase 3. After another 14-day period of declines in cases, Phase 3 can commence. It's at this point at-risk people can resume public interaction with careful observance of social distancing. Time spent in large crowds should be minimized, and gyms can continue business while adhering to standard sanitation protocols. So what do these protocols mean for your gym? The fitness classes I teach here at the YMCA will resume on Tuesday, and some of the measures that we're taking include moving classes out of smaller aerobics rooms and into the gymnasium. We're also ending classes a little early to allow ample time for sanitation of equipment. Masks are encouraged, but ultimately up to the individual. Here in our aerobics room, you can see the markers on the floor that dictate where members are to stand during class. In this room, there are spots for 10 students and 1 instructor. For now, the pool, hot tub, sauna, and locker rooms remain closed. Now, the phase you're in depends on where you live. Some states like Illinois are already on track for Phase 3 reopening. I'm in Kansas, where Governor Laura Kelly recently ordered Phase 1.5 that will halt emergence into Phase 2 until the downward trajectory improves. To see how these directives are playing out in the real world, I spoke with the owners of Try Fitness 24/7 in Pittsburgh, Kansas, who recently opened their doors to a public with mixed feelings.
Well, some people will be scared to come back. But a lot of people are ready to get out of the house. When we opened the doors, they lined up outside. They were ready to leave home.
Going back to the gym, you can expect to see a lot of cleaning.
Just constantly cleaning, which we've always done that, but we're taking it to the extreme.
As well as capacity limitations that may require you to wait before you can get in.
It's based on the square footage of the facility. So you've got to allow 6-foot distancing. Based on the square footage of the facility, puts us at about 22.
While it's ultimately up to you whether or not to wear a mask in most gyms, members and staff alike can expect to be held responsible to more stringent hygiene guidelines related to the use of equipment and proximity to others.
We have notes posted everywhere. You clean the equipment before you get on. You clean the equipment after you get on. We have 6-foot distance between everybody. We are cleaning continuously too.
Most people are distancing themselves. They don't have to really monitor it, do they?
Be patient with your gym staff. There is not a playbook for this situation, and everyone is playing it by ear.
That's been a difficult situation because we get information from the state, we get information from local authorities, the county commissioners, the health department. We get a lot of mixed information. So we're trying to figure out what we're supposed to go by, but it changes week to week.
They also have to do a lot of their own research to determine just how gym facilitation during COVID should be managed.
The CDC come out with a list, and that's where we checked what we use here.
Each gym is making their own rules when it comes to billing, and Try Fitness 24/7 was very fair.
We have froze everybody's membership. Nobody got charged. We won't even start our payment if you're an automatic back till 6/1. Anybody that had days left over, we gave them back all their days from the day we opened.
Additional services like tanning have also resumed, but again, you may want to set aside some extra time in your schedule to work on that beach body.
We have 2 chairs set out there, 6 foot apart. If we have any more tanners than that, we're asking them to stay outside.
Or call and make an appointment to come in.
Of the challenges faced by gym owners, the increased cost and availability of cleaning supplies is a notable one.
You don't want to say you hoard it, but you have to be able to get from your supplier what you can get at that time. So, you might be buying 3 cases of something where before you would have bought 1 case. So, and how long that's going to last, we just opened Monday. We have no clue at this point.
And the cost is up probably 30%.
Yeah. We're just not able to order in bulk.
Change is scary, but the human spirit is resilient. Will we ever get the gym completely back to normal?
Back to normal? Nobody knows.
However things evolve at the gym, the most important thing that we can do is work together to adapt to our new normal. Now we have to accept this reality and do what we can to remain safe and healthy. And staying in good physical shape is certainly a critical way to do just that. And this has been your fitness tip of the day.